This is Tyler, a former Division I catcher who was one of those players that seemed like he could eat anything that he wanted to, never gain a single pound, but still show up and perform out of his mind. But then he retired, and very quickly he gained over 45 pounds. But the craziest part about it, he was dating a female bodybuilder, training like a bodybuilder, eating like a bodybuilder, and still managed to gain all that weight. And it wasn't until that he started working with me that he realized that bodybuilders aren't athletes and athletes aren't bodybuilders. And I got him to lose all of that weight, get in the best shape of his life, and be even stronger than he was when he played. And in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly how he gained all that weight in the first place, how he lost it, and how you can do it too. We all know how much you actually need to eat when you're playing, right? You're practicing, lifting, probably another practice all throughout the week, day in, day out. And for most people, it seems like you actually can't get enough food. So the minute that you retire and all that activity goes away, your body's still used to eating that much. So literally just a month or two after you retire, and you've probably seen it with some of your former teammates, you just explode because your body isn't burning the same amount of calories anymore. And by the way, like, it's not your fault. It's just what you're conditioned to do. And it's why we see so many athletes retire and immediately gain weight. And actually, there's a staggering statistic about it. 70% of retired athletes are overweight. That's terrible. And I don't mean that in a way to where like, oh, they're just so disgusting. No, we need to make a change about it. And I hope that that's why you're watching this video. Tyler fell into the same trap. He was still eating the way that he was when he played. And even though he was training hard, it wasn't the same. So his girlfriend at the time was also training to become a female bodybuilder. And you would think this is the perfect match, right? She's trying to get shredded, do the best workouts, eat the best meals. And to be fair, she was succeeding in that. But Tyler wasn't. And as I said at the beginning of this video, it's because athletes are different. When he was eating all of this chicken and rice and the steak and broccoli, all this healthy bodybuilder stuff, it wasn't fueling his body the same way that it would. And what happened is that his cravings went through the roof. So now it's not about the actual food and the diet plan, it's about willpower. And if you're somebody that has ever tried to stick to a diet, you know willpower always wins. It would be so easy for him to go 4 days out of the week, eat perfectly, but have a ton of sugar cravings, all of a sudden start to drive by a McDonald's, and then the next thing that you know, he's eaten fast food twice and about to go get more ice cream. And by the way, cravings are real. It's your body telling you the nutrients that it needs more of, but your body's not telling you that it needs ice cream. It's telling you that it needs carbs. And that's a video for another time. But in Tyler's case, he just could never satisfy the cravings enough, which eventually led him down a dark route of eat really well, binge. Eat really well, binge. And it was a terrifying cycle to be in. And it's why he got up to this. And this same thing might have happened to you, or you're in it right now. And I am telling you, there is a way out. Step number one is to just stop listening to bodybuilders. They do not train and they do not eat like you do. Are they shredded? Yeah, good for them. Your goal shouldn't be to get shredded. It should be to live a normal, healthy life that is truly functional and helps you do so many more things than all of the overweight people, obese people really, that are bound to this terrible life that their bodies physically can't let them do. And I want to make one thing very clear. I do not want to body shame. But what you need to understand is that the difference between living like a bed-bound, chair-bound life to living the life that you want to live, very healthy, happy, and long, is a choice. And the choice starts now. Nobody's forcing you to funnel all of that food into your mouth, and nobody's forcing you to go sit in the couch for 3 hours at a time. And that choice is exactly what Tyler made. So here's what we changed. One, I actually had him eat more food. I know that sounds counterproductive, but he needed so much more protein in his diet. Not necessarily because his body wasn't recovering, but because we needed to get the cravings to go away. That's exactly what protein does. Well, obviously it helps repair your muscles and all that fun stuff. But when it comes to protein, it is such a complex molecule of amino acids that it stays in your stomach longer when it's trying to digest. So naturally, if it's in your stomach longer, you're going to feel more full. When you feel more full, you don't have those same cravings. So we increased his protein. That did two things. One, it, as I just said, kept him more full. But two, he enjoyed eating again. I mean, imagine if you could just eat steaks and, ground beef and tacos and all this sort of stuff just packed with meat. Like, it's awesome. He doesn't have to starve himself to lose weight anymore. And then we changed his workout routine. It wasn't about a shoulder day, arm day, chest day, calf day. It was about functional movements. And we went upper, lower, accessory and mobility. 5 days a week, and that last 5th day is optional. So if he had something to do, he didn't have to. But by going upper, lower like that, it allows him to go into movements that are going to translate out into his life. Like, you remember how when you played, the training that you would do, the lessons that you would take are all about translating to the field. Well, now in our lives, our field is everyday life. So when you're thinking about what you're doing in the gym, will it help you translate? Will it help you go and move that couch that your friend needs help with? Will it help you pick up your kids when they're 3 years old? And it sounds insane to say that, but it's real. Look at how many people are too overweight and out of shape to even play with their kids. And I don't want that for you. And you shouldn't either. And on top of his workout routine, all he needed to do was walk. I am a big proponent of running if you want to. Not for the exercise, but for the mental benefits. But you don't need to run to lose weight, but just walk. He had a 30-minute walk every single day without fail. 30 minutes really isn't that much time. Realistically, it's just going out and walking your dogs, taking your kid out in a stroller. Like, it's not bad. Just go for a family walk. Your heart rate raises a little bit. You move and you get your blood flowing. That alone does wonders for you. And it's not because you're burning an extra 1,000 calories or something, but it's because it gives you the energy, mental, and physical benefits that will carry you throughout the rest of the day into tomorrow. And when you do it again and again and again, that compounds over time to where you look up in 2 weeks and already see a change in your body. So by simply increasing his protein, changing his workouts to meet his functional life, not to become a bodybuilder, and just walking every day, it turned into a routine that was so easy for him, he wanted to do more. And me and you both know that athletes are competitive. So the minute that he's like, I want more. My hardest part as his coach was to actually keep him from doing more, not convincing him that he needed to. And one of my favorite parts about Tyler and what he does is that he didn't stop at his goal weight. Tyler's actually still working with me right now. I'm actually getting him really lean and mobile at the same time. Now, being lean is cool, don't get me wrong, but he said he wanted to see a six-pack. Well, guess what? That's what we're going to do because he knows what it takes and he understands how it's going to translate into his life. We're not getting a six-pack to go post on Instagram. We're not getting a six-pack just to go pick up girls. We're getting a six-pack because it's about hitting a goal and what it does for you and who it turns you into to hit that goal. So when Tyler hit his goal of 200 pounds, I asked him, I was like, what's next? That's what he told me. So guess what? At the time of me recording this video, Tyler is currently on his way to hitting his goal of getting a six-pack while being just as strong as he was when he played. And at the beginning of this video, I told you that you were going to learn how you can do it too. Well, not only can you just copy what Tyler did, but if you want to work one-on-one with me, I will coach you through the entire process. I will make sure that I program you specifically to what your body needs, make sure that you're eating the right foods based on what your current situation is, and show you step by step how you can incorporate this into your life so you can be a better person for your family, live longer, which is better person for your family, and also just enjoy more life with more energy. So if you want to learn more about the program, there's a link down in the description. You just go watch the video. It explains a lot more. But the really cool part is that in a couple months, I'm going to be able to remake this video going over exactly what Tyler did again to get to his goal of a six-pack and being really strong at the same time. And by the way, if you want to learn why you should stop training like a bodybuilder, you can just go watch this video right here. But remember, my name's Matt Ross. This is the Ex-Athlete Protocol. God loves you.